Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. How are you doing? I hope you guys are all doing great. I am your girl, Akuba Jasmine, or you can say Nzima Beyonce right now has been approved, or Nzima Oprah, or your one and only Nzima Queen. I hope you guys are having a great day. You are watching ATM on Revolt Media. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do that right now. Just hit the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it so whenever we post, you will be notified. And if you're on Facebook as well, you can follow our Facebook page as well. It's Revolt Media. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, X, the whole 9 yards, it's Revolt Media. You can find us on there. Make sure you hit the follow button right now. We truly appreciate it. And make sure you let us know your opinion. Share your thoughts, your concerns, whatever it is. You can put it under any of our shows, or you can send us a message. So yes, go ahead and hit the follow and the subscribe. I'll give you a second. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. As always, we're going to give you a great show, but we have to say thank you to the people who make it happen. So let's get it. Lona Soul this summer. Lona Soul is outside. Last weekend, I wore my Lona Soul shorts out, and it was wow. I went out on a date. Yeah, I did. I went out on a date with myself and Jesus. I know some of you people are about to say, oh, who is the... I went out on a date with me, myself, and Jesus, and it was a very nice date, yes. And I put on my Lona Soul shorts, and it was shortened, yeah. Make sure, ladies, make sure you size down. Okay, get yours now. Head over to Lona Soul. Listen, the shirt is black and white. The shorts is tan and gray. I think I own all of it except the white shirt. I need to get the white shirt. I think I have the black, I have the gray. So I need to get the white shirt and the beanie. But get yours right now. Just head over to LonaSoulStreetwear.com. Use the code REVOLT and get yours right now. They will deliver it to you or they will ship it to you. So get yours right now. It's LonaSoulStreetwear.com. Use the code REVOLT for 80% off. Yes, you heard it right. 80% off. Look. The discount is discounted. So just get yours right now. Or you can also head over to their Instagram and follow their page. It's Lona Soul Street Wear as well. Akuba. This summer, like guys, what's the theme again? The skin gotta glow, the hair gotta grow, and the beard gotta connect. And that's an amen, okay? We outside. This whole year, I don't want to catch your skin looking any type of way. I don't want to make sure the edges there are not, ladies, the lace front is not helping. Just reach out to me. Guys, we don't want to, once we're hugging you and we're touching, I want to feel like the whole hair. I don't want to feel patches, okay? Once the patches start coming in, it's like you're like a road with potholes. Nobody likes potholes. We don't like that. So reach out to Akuba. You can head over to the website. It's www.akuba.com and use the code REVOLT for 50% off. Use the code REVOLT. Last week, somebody sent me a DM that they've been using REVOLT. It wasn't working. They were not spelling it right. It's R-O. Yeah, literally, they sent me a message. They were like, oh, we're using the code REVOLT. It's not working. What's going on? It's R-O-V-O-L-T. It's R-E-V-O-L-T. R-E-V-O-L-T. Use the code REVOLT to get 50% off. Yes, I'm following into Lona Soul's footsteps. They inspired it. So yes, use the code REVOLT and get yours. It's www.akuba.com. RG kids, listen. All our expectant parents, all our parents with babies, all our parents with young kids, reach out to RG Kids. Let them capture the moment, okay? Let them capture the moment. Lately, I am being tempted. Lately, RG Kids is tempting me, so I have put a snooze button on their page. But you can head over to their page on Instagram. They have amazing pictures. They capture the kids in so many amazing themes that it will tempt you to have another baby. If you already had a baby, it will tempt you to have another one. All their pictures are beautiful. You can head over to their Instagram page. It's RG_kids_portrait. Let them capture all the moments. We already know these kids grow up way too fast. You don't want to miss a beat. Reach out to them. If you want to call them, you can call them on 614-254-2151. for all their photos with theme, decor, and attire. And if you don't have any idea of what you want, you can reach out to them and they will create something for you. Just tell them Jasmine sent you and they'll give you a very cool discount. Trust me on that one. So yeah, now let's get this party started. As always, I am being produced by Chevy with an X. And that's on period. The man with a few words. Ladies trying to find out who Chevy is, just very soon he'll be on the show again. He doesn't talk, but he'll just come sit here. He is very cocky. He just said they don't want to find out who I am. He's protecting you, ladies. Hey, he's protecting y'all from breakfast, okay? You don't want to chop breakfast this year. But anyways, I'm being produced by Chevy. As always, I am here with my two favorite men. Today, one is in pink, which is sometimes my favorite color, but he's my part-time favorite guy. My second favorite boy-headed man. How are you, Big Mike?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I like the pink. I'm feeling the vibe.
Yeah, sometimes when you...
Is this pink?
Yeah, that's pink.
Yeah, when you say that you support women,
yeah,
you got to show it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, here I am
I like
representing my beautiful women.
I want to get one for my dad, so send me the link. I really want to get the sets for him. He will like it, too. Yeah. It looks nice on you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to behave today.
Oh, I did it for you.
Good. You're going to behave for me?
Yeah. Today that I'm wearing pink,
you're going to behave?
I always behave. I think that people say I have strong opinions, which I don't believe. I think my opinions are very logical.
Yeah. Is that how you feel about it?
Yeah, I think so.
If that makes you sleep at night, we'll just go with that.
I don't sleep at night.
You know, we can tell. There's no sleep for the wicked. What's the chapter? There's no sleep for the wicked.
For some reason, I don't know why.
You don't sleep. Of course you don't. There's no sleep for the wicked.
Like 7 a.m. in the morning for like a couple of hours. Till
That's
9
witchcraft.
And then
That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's witchcraft.
I don't know. My mind, like I can sleep, but my mind does not sleep.
Your mind is thinking about what to do for the women,
it's
right?
Like not for the women. My mind is moving around, like thinking about like the future. Yeah, like how to make life better for women.
Okay. I'm just going to ignore all that he said because we all know it's a lie. Okay?
How's that lie? The wife is the woman.
Thank you.
There's no sleep for the wicked. That's why he can't
He's not
sleep.
married to a man-woman.
Exactly.
That's true. That is true. So wow, that's so cute.
And then on top of that, I have 2 daughters, so I always project for the future to make life easier for women.
This is goals for me. That's so cute. Now, whilst I sleep, my husband will be thinking about what he can do for me.
Yeah.
If he ain't doing it, I don't want him. Wherever you are.
Wherever you are,
Anyways, my next favorite boy-headed man, before Big Mike takes it to a whole different conversation, the man, the God, the city, my Guinness World Record holder. Hi, Kumasi.
How are you, Jasmine?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Great.
So why are you wearing yellow? Some people are doing empowerment for women. Are you doing empowerment for men?
I think yellow is for the sun, right?
It's for the sun. So you're doing empowerment for the sun. The sun didn't ask you for help.
I'm trying to connect energy today.
Oh, period. Fear ends where faith begins. I like that.
Yep.
I like that. But how's your week been? Have you been?
Oh, it's been tough, but we're born to do this, so
I can tell.
yeah, we get up and do it.
Okay, because I was going to ask my usual question, do you miss me? But today I have decided I don't want to hurt my own feelings, so I'm not going to hurt it and by asking.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Don't worry.
Anyways, as always, we're going to have a good show since some people want to hurt my feelings before I start the show. So so it's something I have even thought about before, and I know so many young women have thought about it. Moving in with your partner before you guys tie the knot, before you guys get married, moving into, get to know each other better. Because my producer just made a statement and said, you don't know a person till you move in with them. I think I've heard a few of my friends say, I actually know a friend who said the same thing. So she actually they did the move-in for a year, see if it'll work out, then get married, which she did that, and now they've been married for I think 10 in 2024, so 10 years now. She did that right after we graduated high school. They moved in together. They got married a year after. So it worked out for them. They've been married for 10 years. I know so many people who have said the same thing. You move in with them, get to know them. Even me personally, I've thought about it, just that my father will kill me. And my brothers will bury me, so I'll not try it. But I've thought about it before. You move in with a person, you kind of get to know their routine, who they are. Do they leave the toilet seat up? Do they leave water on the sink? Because that's my biggest pet peeve. You know, stuff like that. I want to get to know this person before I tie. Because once you tie the knot, you can't come out because, you know, of certain characters. But if I'm not married to you, you can come out of it, you know. So, guys, I'm not going to start with Mr. Empowerment. I'm going to start with Kumasi. Okay. Do you think it's a good idea to move in with your partner before you guys get married?
I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a backward thinking.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I think that thinking is very backward. So I'm going to eat the food before I make the payment. Mm-hmm. That's all it is, literally. If any woman move in with me,
she will be cooking.
Will she be cleaning?
Mm-hmm.
Will she be giving me sex?
Oh, I know where this is going. So why pay for the cow, huh? Okay.
That's no point.
Okay.
There's no point. There's no yen for us to be together. Mm-hmm. The reason why a lot of guys will yen for us together for them to be with their women is access to them, accessibility. Mm-hmm. So let's say you are my woman, right? Maybe I want to go somewhere. I want to go watch some movie with you. I cannot, because you got to go home. Mm-hmm. You know, you have a parent that they expect you to be home at a certain time, right? I can't get you. You know, I can't get to spend time with you at certain times, even when I am free, because you got to go home because your parents are not going to allow it. Mm-hmm. And the parents are saying, okay, if you want to do this, then come take her legally or traditionally. Just make it right. Mm-hmm. And that's the main reason why a lot of guys will be like, but if you're already giving me everything, why would I do it? Mm-hmm. I know this conversation is stemming from, so you get to know the person, so you get to know their routines and all that. I think these are all bullshit.
But Kumasi, you moving with the person, there's some characteristics. Okay, because I know a guy, personally, that his toothpaste, even he can't pull it from the middle. But then there's a girl like me where I pull the toothpaste from anywhere. For them, maybe you have to pull it from the top, bottom up, right? They push it up. Me, I pull it from anywhere. It might be a problem. I was watching a divorce video. That's one thing that I love to watch, people who have been divorced. I was watching a divorce video where they actually divorced because of toothpaste. And I encountered a friend who was the same way. I was like, oh, wow, this is real. So in a case like this, if we're married, I can't get out of it. But later, then divorce happens because of certain pet peeves. So why is that? If we move in for a year, it prevents that from, then I can just get out now before I sign the paper.
So if you are going to base the decision of getting married based on little things like that, you may think it's a big thing, but in my view, it's a little
thing. They say low drops of water makes a mighty ocean.
Right. But it has to take some time. You know, if you're going to make that decision on that, then I don't think you can get married because you can't fix those decisions. It's looking, what you are trying to tell me is living together with this person will change who they are.
Not change, but no. Okay, when you guys are dating, you go and then you come.
Right.
You go and you come. You don't live there. Let's say in the morning when they're getting ready, their morning routine, you don't see it. You go and you come. Maybe by the time, there are some men that will shave and leave it all over the sink. Maybe by the time you, the woman, go visit him, it's clean. You don't get to see one or two things.
But
women,
why,
the same
you
thing.
Want to see that?
I understand that, but maybe if we live together, I get to see, this man, when he shaves, he leaves on the sink. Is this something that I can handle for longevity? It's not even to change him. It's just to see certain one or two things. Or go away or that. Like the other time, I think Big Mike and I were talking. Me, my alarm, I have 10 alarms. I literally do. I go to work at 7. So I have 5:15. 5:20, 5:30. I have multiple alarms, which some people might not like. If you move in with me before we get married, you get to see, okay, this is how she is. Oh,
so what do I say? If he couldn't do it, then he leaves, right?
Yeah, it's not something you can handle in the longevity.
Then you leave.
Then you leave because there's another woman.
How many guys you're gonna leave with? Like if that is the base to select a guy, you know how many guys you're gonna leave with? Because you are so with this mindset, what you are saying is you are going to a relationship that everything have to work. Relationship is not like that.
Of course.
Not everything is gonna work.
Of course.
I'm so old that I still grab my shirt and I don't even hang it out to it somewhere in my closet. My wife will get it. And there are things that she's not here, so I don't want to. There are things that she does. That
Of course.
Like. But the notion is I'm going to make her better. She's going to make me better. If we do understand that I am responsible for this person, she's responsible for me, those things wouldn't be a big problem. Do you know I have a high temperature all the time, so I need air. See that I got to sleep with the fan. I've always sleep with the fan all my life.
Yeah, me too.
All my life.
Yeah.
I'll cover myself and I still have a fan
AC on, fan on, and I'm covered.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my wife sleep with the AC or sleep with a fan, she gets cold. So I told my wife, say, hey, babe, I think we should have separate bedrooms. You know, I fixed that problem by doing that. Let's have separate bedrooms. You know why I'm saying this? I'm not saying this because I want to stay away from you. You need a fan so badly. I mean, I need a fan so badly to be able to survive.
Yeah, I won't sleep.
And you cannot survive with a fan on. So we need to figure a way, and it works for us. You understand? When we are getting into a relationship, our mindset should be that there's going to be problems, and those problems, because we are not the same people, those problems are the problems that we are going to fix. A friend of mine left the girlfriend because getting it necessity. Yeah. Osically, when you do an ultimate tenacity, no be more than inside.
That's nasty.
You see,
that's a pet peeve for me. I'm so sorry.
I feel like say, oh, you did Adriane, no be ready, and I be man feel okay. What you are saying is unchanging in life. And for more. Okay, so why don't you go upstairs?
But Kumasi, you can do that, but like, okay, like in a situation like your friends, right? You can do that, but there's a way you do it. Like I eat with my hands too, but I feel like as a woman, when your friends come over,
my point is, but the point is, how we are trying to say, that's what a lot of this generation is not getting married, because we are making things that are, and yet they are not of any value.
Yeah,
the volume is not huge.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that we want a guy that dress a specific way. Somebody said, "Oh, my guy snores," so I left it. The guy snore. Yeah, he said the guy pays for everything. That's everything for you. His only problem is he snores.
Just get earplugs.
So if that is the situation, why don't you get separate rooms then?
Yeah. No, get earplugs or get no strip.
Like, you see,
there's ways to stop the snoring
in this era. No, now this girl have 2 jobs just to be able to leave.
Yeah. But then she had a man that would take care of it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you tell me, as a Kumasi boy, say, many oba ankotana, onem betena we bibiama, maybe bibiama. And what's the point of
making it official?
Making it official. What's the point?
Official.
Like, why? What would drive me to make it official?
Marry her.
I don't think it is I don't think it's a good notion or a good narrative for us to even put in the system, because the moment you do that, you sold yourself short. You sold yourself short the moment that the man don't. And untina say, "Oh, normally, no, men have to do the extra to get a woman. That's why it's supposed to be there. When it changes, that's why we have gotten to an era that women are now proposing now." Because the natural order has been switched. And when it's switched, the man is not in his element anymore. And it's so what fish that and then you are expecting the fish to swim. It doesn't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I prefer. I had a young lady that I had to advise. And I was telling her, I said, you need to move back home. Move from the father's side. I said, you need to move back home. You have your father do all these things for you. Pay for all this. You don't pay anything. Because you said there's 1 or 2 things in the house you don't feel comfortable about it. So you want to move. Now you don't want to move. You put all this burden on you. Move back home. There's no point. And it's of no value. Say me, you're a young guy. Now I see you, and you are a young girl, like you're 21, 22-year-old girl. You have your own place. I know I can come sleepovers. I can have access to your body anytime. Anytime. It means you don't have any protection. And even if I'm not with you, I'm thinking that who else can come there?
Yeah.
As a man, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm not with you, who else can come there? If I see a girl that is with the father and the mother living together, she does her job, but she's still under the protection of the parents. And I go there, the parent is going to ask me a question. The parent is going to grow me to make sure that if I want to do anything with this girl, I do it the right way. I'll choose that one. Because I don't see you having any protection. Nobody even loves you. You're by your own. You're doing things on your own. You don't have any form of direction. That's how I will interpret it. I will choose that girl that the father will grow me to be, because I know that is of value. Anything that is of value, it takes a lot of work for you to be able to get that thing. And that's how I'm going to interpret it. But if you are living in my house, I'm seeing your body every day. You basically naked in my face every day. I don't know how it's going to drive me to. I personally will say it's not.
It's a no.
It's a no.
Big Mikey,
Jasmine?
what is your stance on this? Remember, you are the empowerment. You are the man that empowers us.
Yeah.
And this is
even
not
if
a
you say
woman
that-
and man thing. This is men, this is a...
Yeah, but I mean, at the end, who like which group does it benefit, right? And why are we doing this? I think that we are putting too much value on like the little things, just like Kumasi said. And these are things that, like, if it bothers you, like things that you don't like. How about like when you meet, you make a list of things that you don't like, or you don't want to see somebody do, or like your partner do, like things that if your partner like is doing, like you're not gonna basically like be able to deal with, right? So I think if the only way to find out is living with a person, then you might as well marry that person, like the first time that you meet the person.
Okay.
Right, and then after living with a person for some time, you don't like it, you just get a divorce, right? But we are putting too much premium on like how people sleep, or whether like they put the toilet seat down, or the toothpaste. Me for instance, like the toothpaste thing, I'm a big deal. Like it's a big deal for me.
I didn't know.
But then instead of like in the beginning I did, but then instead of complaining about it, when I go to the bathroom and I see it, I just push it from the bottom. Even though I'm not about to brush my teeth, but when I see it, it's just like,
well,
natural.
buy your own and let buy her or her own.
And we use the same bathroom.
Because I've spoken to a few married people and I've realized that is a problem.
It is a problem.
I didn't know that.
But I'm saying that for me, the toilet seat has to be up. It shouldn't be down. But for my wife, the toilet seat has to be down, so that when you come, you just have to like take off. But for me, it has to be up, because I feel like when you pee as a man and stand and pee, it sprinkles, right? That's the reason I feel like it has to be up. But then she thinks it has to be down. So when it sprinkles, it goes under the lever, like this seat that, like, I mean, the thing that covers the seat, right? So it goes under. So when you lift it, you just wipe it, But it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So her thing is the toilet seat. Mine thing is the toothpaste. And in the beginning, like maybe like the first time that we lived together, like after marriage, when I see it, I used to complain about it a lot. But then I'm like, it's not something that I can stand on and then like divorce her or like leave her or like treat her bad. So when I see it, because it bothers my eyes, I just
push it up.
That's it. And then the toilet seat, when I'm mad at her, I leave it on purpose, like just to like make it.
You're
angry.
petty.
It's part of life. So I really don't think that like living together to like with your boyfriend to find out like things that maybe he does that you might not like it's an advantage for women. It's an advantage for men. Because I gotta end. If you don't like it, by before you realize like the list of things that you don't like about him, he's already slept with you. You've cooked for him, whatever. So if you
probably done some abortions for him too.
Yeah. So if you're leaving, you're like, okay, thank God. Next, somebody else coming, moves in to find out, So, like, as much
but you know what is funny? That's the easy way out, though.
yeah,
If I want to leave, I start doing the things that you don't
then
like.
you don't like, and then you leave.
And you leave. So what don't you like? You don't like the toilet seat to be down? Okay, I keep putting it up.
You're petty.
I keep putting it up. I do that non-stop for 1 month. You'll be gone.
You'll be gone.
Because your main aim was to see if you fit in.
Yeah.
That was your goal. That's the reason why you came in, right?
Yeah,
So if that was your goal, then I just do it opposite of your goal, and then you will leave.
you leave.
Now I got another person. If I don't want to get married, I'm tired of this person. I do the things that she doesn't like.
She leaves.
But you see, the goal of marriage is it's not about the things that you don't like.
Sacrifice.
It's about building together, becoming good people together, doing your best together. That's what marriage is about. So we look at the baseline. The baseline is my wife is a lawyer person. Is she respectful? Does she understand humanity? Does she have the core values that I do like in women?
Yeah.
If she has that, all those little things, we can fix them.
Yeah, and those are bonuses.
Yeah,
Good or bad.
those little things, we can fix them. So let's say my wife don't like me to snore, and I just have to work harder and get to a better house and have my room. She has a room.
Yeah.
She want to come spend some time with me. She come spend some time.
And when you
with me.
fall asleep, she goes
And then
to
she
her room.
fall, go to her room. Or I go to my room.
That's it.
Easy. I fixed it.
Yeah.
You understand? But if I'm gonna base my decision to marry my wife because when women get pregnant, they snore.
Yeah.
Am I gonna leave my wife because
she's
she's snoring? Doesn't make sense. So all these things, and I think that all these conversations that they are intentionally putting it in the system is for an agenda. That's what
It is.
I honestly think. Well, how on earth can somebody say that? Will you leave your job because your boss is not, let's say, placing something right?
Most of the time, we will even fix it for our boss.
Like you get what I'm saying? You leave your job because they don't put this right, or I prefer it to be on the right hand side,
they put it on the left.
but they put it on the left, so I'm leaving the job.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't you leave? But you think it is okay to leave?
I did it this week. I did my boss's paperwork because she did it wrong. Because I've done HR and I did her whole
Like
paperwork.
you know what I'm saying?
So I will fix it for
What I'm
her.
trying to say is, I think it's an agenda. You see, you gotta understand that we live in a capitalist world,
We do.
Okay.
and in capitalism, it is good that the single parenting is high. It is good. It is good for the prison system. It's good for the education system. It's good for the law, whatever the court systems.
Court system, yeah.
It is good for you can say buying decisions.
Yeah.
It is good for all these metrics. So their goal is to project that. When you tell a man that you can live with a woman for some time before you marry the woman, most men,
We'll take that. It's a win-win.
he's so happy because it goes to his advantage.
You see
And this
how
our
she's
producer,
smiling?
yeah.
Yeah, he's so happy
He
about
will
it
enjoy it.
because it goes to his advantage. How many men will say, "I want my daughter to go live with a man"?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Why do you think men will not?
Nobody.
Why do you think fathers will not do that?
To protect their child
Why? What are they protecting them from?
from use and dump. Chopping.
It's not a good system.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's never been.
And the thing is, if we really want the society to be better, it depends on how women are doing.
Yeah.
A majority of the decisions, they create the decision, they inform the decision. Majority of them.
But then they are all to their disadvantage. Like
That's
thing.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. This
Because
thing-
most of the things that women are projecting for is to their disadvantage.
I'm telling you, like,
And I think the problem is they are so much in competitions with men because men are the ones saying that this is wrong.
that's wrong.
That's why your wife will not listen to what you say, but when the girlfriend says the same thing, she will do.
She do it. Yeah.
That's so true.
Unconsciously. Like they are so fighting with us that Well, when you say something to
Yeah.
them, they think it's from a malicious point of view. You're trying to control.
Yeah.
But I said, and I said, right, oh, you have to do it.
Yeah.
They do it in a second when
Your friend.
the girlfriend says that.
Yeah, it just happened to me
But
and my
you-
friend. Yeah,
But you are.
it just happened to me and my friend. The husband was like, "But I just told you the same thing. It was the last week. Yeah, it just happened to me and my friend." The husband was like, "That's why I just told you the same thing yesterday.
Is the
How did
undertone-
you say it?"
Is the undertone competition that's between men and women. And that is what we need to get rid of. Like I tell my wife all the time, everything that I have is for you.
It's yours.
So you need to understand that if I'm going to make a decision, there's no way I can make a decision without thinking
About you.
about you.
Yeah.
So the vibe of I got to argue with him, I got to, because everything is for you. I don't
I
care.
think that the mistake, and I'm starting to realize that. I think the mistake on what you said about your wife. I think the mistake that men make is that we think that they are like us, and that we don't need to like remind them.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to one of my aunties this week, and then she told me like I need to keep reminding my wife that everything I'm doing is because of her. Like I'm doing it for you, even if we have different ideas about a project or a topic. I'm still doing it for you.
Yeah, it's an assurance. You're giving me assurance.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I think that the mistake that we make is that, whilst we are doing that, right? Like whilst we are doing the things that we do that, like we tell them that they don't agree with. It's at some point you just have to like forget about like their opinion and then still do it, and then at the end, like the end is gonna justify the means. But then on the side, like on a different day, you know, like this thing I'm doing, like
Keep reminding us. Yeah.
But
We need that reminder.
But the point is, they will tell you that. But what makes you think that's what I want?
Not every woman.
A lot of
there's like this topic that we are discussing right now, right? Most men, like most fathers, and even like young guys, will not even want their girlfriends to come and live with them. But then the girls think that if you don't let them live with you,
It means
You're
we are
doing
doing
something. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that would be the first time. Like,
You get it.
Are you cheating? Are you know, what's up?
You get it. But then we know, sir, if you come to my house and you're cooking, I'm sleeping with you, I'm doing all of these things with you that a husband is supposed to do with a wife.
It gets still.
Yeah. So like, why should I go to the family and then pay and make it official?
Do you know why a lot of men are still in their relationship? Why? Because the process of divorce is even tough. And sometimes when you stay, it gets fixed by itself.
Yeah.
There have been several times that a lot of men have been, I think you have been there too, been at the verge of, I don't want to be with this woman anymore.
Yeah.
I've been there several times. I think every single
Every married person
person
has been there before.
has been there.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
All the paperwork you got to go through, the family meetings you have to go through, all those.
And the funny thing is, men, like what he is saying, right? No man has voiced it out to their partners. It stays in here, right? So when you guys tell us to like to tell you guys how we feel,
Yeah.
we're not sure you guys are ready for.
I want to know if you want to leave me or
Yeah,
not.
there's every man has gone
I'm
through
gonna
that.
ask my husband when we get married after 5 years. Like, did you want to leave me?
We are not sure.
Damn.
Like we are not sure that you guys can.
We
take
can't handle it. I don't
take
think
that
I will be able
right?
to handle it.
So one time I was working with an uncle, right? And then my mother-in-law was passing by, right? And he said something that like really like from since then, right? He said something that really pricked my mind. Like we were walking, I said, "Oh, what's in alcohol? No, I think so." I was like, "Oh yeah," and then like after like 30 seconds, like that's your future right there.
That's your wife.
That's my wife. Right, and then I thought about it. So from then, like I started like looking at my mother-in-law like in a certain light, thinking that
That's your wife.
that's how my wife is gonna be.
Exactly. That's how
The
she's gonna
character,
be.
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Like you're a mini, your mom.
yeah.
So
Trust me,
so-
like the
telling
reason why right now you feel like you are not like your mom.
My husband should look at my father. I am my father.
My stepmother called me. He said, "You are exactly like your father. Like there's no difference between you and your father."
I'm telling
What do you mean? Like, Now
The man,
y'all
like-
just scared me.
No,
Hold
the
on.
man said it right. The man, because I remember,
So-
I remember 6 years ago, there are certain things that there are certain complaints that like my wife will make, you know, about her parents or whatever, and then 6 years later, she does the same act.
But mpanyinfoɔ sɛ wopɛ wo yere mmere w'abom ahyɛ hwɛ
Yeah.
w'ase.
You know, so
If you
I'm
want to
like,
see how
Seriously.
your wife is gonna be, look at your mother-in-law.
Wow.
right now you
My
are
mom is a
young.
great woman, though.
Yeah, so you are
not
gonna
saying-
be like
yeah.
your mom.
I'm saying that like right now, like you guys will butt heads, like you know,
Yeah.
like doing some like ideas or takes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then in the future, if you have a daughter, the same way you are butting head with your mom, she will butt head because your idea and your mom's idea right now. I mean, your idea right now and your mom's idea right now it's not the same. But your idea like 20 years from now, and your mom will be like this.
But do you even know why that?
Wow.
Why that we fight most of the time with family?
Why?
Because we are the same people.
We are the same in one, literally.
You're the same people.
I'm always butting head with my brothers. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we are the
bruh.
same
Yeah.
people. So that's
Yeah.
why
We are the
it
same,
has
yeah.
to be a way that is balanced, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like two A's trying to fit in one spot.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's the reason. Like that's the reason why I think that you know when we talk about like this women empowerment thing or like living with, I'm telling you, like you can do this poll outside. Ask how many young guys want their girlfriends to live with them.
Live with them.
You get less than 10%.
Wow. Okay, so what about the perspective of saving money? Because that's, I think, one of the things that I heard. I think with my friend that I just said, one of the things that she said was, okay, like right now, I live by myself, right?
Me. Go ahead.
Like right now, I live by myself. Let's say I pay 1,000 a month for rent. My partner also pays, let's say, 1,000 for rent. If we move in together, right, we both will pay, instead of paying 2,000, we're paying now 1,500. Let's say if we split it. Let's just say we split it. We're paying 500. We are saving 1,000. I think with my friend, that's what they said. They were like, "Oh, we are doing this so we can save money. Then we buy a house." Which, God being good, hers it worked out for them. I've seen other people that have tried, it didn't work out. But from the perspective of we're saving money, especially let's say if we have a bigger goal, like right now, I want to do certain things with my career. Maybe they were like, "Okay, then let's move in together. Then we can invest that money in, let's say, a Cuba, or we can invest that money in your school. We'll cut down debt." People do it just so maybe one can finish school and then the other one can finish, so we don't have debt. What about that perspective, just to save money and to build on that? Because if we're going to spend forever together, a house is needed, a car is needed. If we move in together, we save money on certain things. What about that?
I mean, on that part, I can only speak for the guys. If you're not ready, don't get married. Like if you're not financially there, don't get married. You don't need to live with your partner to save money to get married.
Not to get married, but to buy, like, let's say, a house.
But why you want to buy a house with somebody that you're not married to?
Yeah.
Why you want to buy a house with
So
somebody?
if you
It's not binding.
So let's just say, okay, no, I want to use this because let's say my friend, what she did was they moved in for a year and I think a half. I wouldn't say it was a year, whatever. They saved money. Now they own a house that is fully almost paid off. So let's say in a year, I'm making good money, you're making good money, and we are able to keep saving. I understand that maybe I'm not married to you now, but we keep saving just to get the house when we get married. People do it, and then after they get married, they're moving into their house.
Yeah. And then the other people that do that, and
It
they're
makes sense to you?
one of them wakes up one day.
Me, he said, does it make sense
I'm
to me?
asking if it makes sense.
Oh, me, I won't do it because my father would
No,
kill
I'm
me.
asking if it makes sense. Forget about your father.
I personally feel like if that is something that will work for you people financially, I don't, it's not my place to, me personally, it won't work for me.
So you see, the point is, we are from a cultural background, and you see, anytime that we are having a conversation that we try to take our culture out of it, we are gladly mistaken, because everything that we do, the decisions that we make, is bound by our culture. Whether you agree or you understand or you don't understand,
It is,
it's motivated by your culture.
Of course.
Why are a lot of Ghanaians trying to get double majors, PhD, all that? It's bounded by our culture. Because all these guys doing the PhD, they are not doing it to solve any problem. They are doing it because in that culture, you get societal recognition. That's why they are doing it. They are not doing it because they have identified a problem in the society where they want to save. I know that's not a topic. Let's not even get
That's
into
a whole
PhD.
different topic. Yeah,
You know?
let's not get PhD
So
or
what I'm trying to say is every decision that we make, why do you think that Ghanaian guy who go to school, when he completes school, he wants to settle down, get a wife, start a family? Why do you think so? That is our culture. That's the way we do things.
And where we in school, you can now afford a certain living.
So that's why with the young girls, when they finish school, now the pressure of getting married start mounting. That is the way we do this. But most of the time, when we are making decisions, we take the culture out.
Yeah.
And that's the disconnect between us and our parents.
Yeah.
Because they are culturally bound and we are not.
Yeah.
So the fact that we are not culturally bound, we are looking at it like, oh, I don't have to do this. Yep. Well, the pressure start coming. Well, you have to do this. So you become confused. What I am saying is, I would prefer to have a woman that lives with a parent. When I'm going to grab a woman to marry, I don't want a situation where I'm going to think and say, oh, how is the bills going to pay? Because I was raised in the way that I'm going to take care of my woman. Everything that my woman brings on board is to support me. Yeah. So if I am not moving, and in our first move that we are going to do is for her to bring 50 and me to
I'm not paying 50%.
I'm saying it's not even going to work.
That's a problem.
Whoever's son is coming out.
In an African marriage, right?
Okay.
In an African setting, if any marriage that has 50-50 doesn't work.
It won't work out for me either.
It doesn't work because it's not our culture.
Yeah.
We don't do things like that.
Yeah.
The person that you are stealing that or you are adapting that culture from, they don't pay bride price.
Yeah.
How are you going to pay bride price and say, I want everything to be 50-50?
50-50. In whose
Like, you understand what I'm saying? With those people, their marriages is not family bound.
No.
Yeah.
Ours is. How are you going to? You have to go to your in-laws and give them money. Your in-laws expect you that when you come home, when you are leaving, at least you bring something. They don't have that expectations.
Yeah.
So how do you think that you're going to be able to balance this?
It's tough.
It's tough.
You understand? So it's like we just pick a section of their culture and then we want to put it in our culture and it doesn't work. And we do not understand that it doesn't work and we keep doing the same thing. Yeah. And that's why I call craziness, doing the same thing, expecting different results. I want to go live with this guy. Okay, we are living together. We are going to pay your analogy. It sounds good. Oh, we are going to save money. Yeah. It sounds good. But at the end, it will be the most stupid decision that you ever take. First of all, who saved the money?
We open a joint
with somebody that you're not married to.
I know so many people accounts that they're not married to them.
Is that not stupid? Is it like, think about it.
I would never do that. No, that's stupidity.
No. I know you are not doing it. I'm just.
What if? Okay.
Will you go when you go into a business with somebody where you are investing money in the business? You expect to have a form of legal contract.
Yeah.
Legally binding.
In place, right?
Yeah.
That would be the first thing you would want.
A contract, yeah.
But why will you get into a relationship with somebody? Even in that situation, you'll be doing more. But you don't want to put any binding responsibility in the situation.
The binding thing is love.
The binding is love and
Christ. So the guy,
love and Christ.
The guy can just get up one day and say, "I can't do this anymore." Or the woman can just go to work and meet a nice guy at work and say, "I'm gone. I don't."
Yeah.
So all your investments are gone and you are not binded in any way, shape, or form. Does that work for you? Does that look like it's a long-term plan?
That is stupidity.
And so you are putting short-term measures for a long-term institution. In any way. Like I said, it sound like it's good. We are saving money. But when you try to digest it, it's very shallow.
Yeah.
That thinking... It's not for kids. So when you're ready, forget about it for now.
Yeah.
Get yourself ready. And we think that most of the time, women says that most men are married to the wrong woman because that's not what Omunye Escano, they've realized who they really would have married.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is if you go in with that short term thinking and trying to fix a long term, it never works. It is not good to even tolerate that.
I like what you said because I have a perfect example. I have a friend, like Kumasi said, make sure you are financially ready and make sure you're financially prepared. I have a friend who had a baby with a young lady and he wants to marry her. When he went to go see the father said, I think 15K. If I'm correct, I think the father said 15K.
That's so crap.
Damn. If my dad charges 15K, I'll be like, damn, daddy, cool down. But well, I'm worth more than
Do you know why men have a problem with that?
Why?
Because women have become so cheap.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why men have a problem with that. If you find something that you want and you are quoted for the price, you work hard and pay for it. But I'm getting it everywhere. Why should I pay for one?
15K. So what happened was they have a baby together. And so he was, okay, let me just go marry her, do the right thing. The father said 15K. And so they both decided to move in together. To save money to pay for. There's a twist, but I'm not going to tell the twist after. I want to hear what you guys have to say. They both moved in together with their kid to save money and, just to pay the bride price. In a case like this, is it a bad idea? Because him living by himself and paying all the bills, so he felt, okay, if she moves in with me, we're doing this together as a team, I'll be able to, at least save more money and pay your bride price. 15,000 no be cheap. So, that's 15,000 for just the dowry before Akonta Sekai and the traditional rights that you have to do. So you're looking at almost 20 grand.
But then who asked him to like go in and ask for a handyman? I know that he got her pregnant. Right? Which is fine. She had a baby. I'm against the lady assisting him to pay. Basically,
I'll
she's
never pay my dowry. Yeah.
Even like moving in with him, she's gonna assist with the bills. The assistant with the bills, she's by default helping him save 15,000 to go pay her dad. Right? That's a bad move.
So for you're saying married her, she's marrying herself.
Literally. All I'm saying is that, and like I think that's a mistake like a lot of like young guys make. Right? If you want it's not the parents that are asking him to come and marry, it's the church. There's no church involved. No dear. Okay, but the more reason why he needs to take his time to come up with the 15. That is if he really loves the woman and he thinks like that's like somebody that he can build a future with, right? Just take your time, come up with that 15,000, and then I'm telling you, like now, people are like, I mean, I think that his father-in-law is being very considerate. 15,000. I'm telling you, kid you not.
So if he had gone into the era culture, yeah,
because the baby before.
Yeah, because and I'm saying that because of I'm saying that because of the baby. Like me, like I always say that I got lucky. Yeah, and see, like he's lucky. So if I was him, I'll just like do it on my own. Like do it, like save and then.
Because now he has two plans. So the two plan is if I live with her for a long time, the father will probably reduce it. If I impregnate her again, no, because I'm so sorry, but let's be realistic. 15,000 here in America before you can even make 15,000, it's a lot of work.
His girlfriend's parent, right? I mean his girlfriend's father is like 15,000, right? He's a man, right? Sometimes, right? They are testing you. Sometimes he knows your situation. He wants to tell you this. So if you're able to save that 15,000 and bring it to him now, at the end when you guys move in together,
some men will give it back.
He's gonna give it back to you.
Yeah, I think somebody said that.
To start life, right? See, my thing is him getting her pregnant again. If I was a lady's father and then she got pregnant again, when he comes back,
25,000. You double it.
You know, and I feel like, you know, it is very disrespectful to actually think that you get her pregnant again and then the price is gonna go down, which means that like as a man, you think that the more kids she has, her value drops.
Chevy has shoes that were for $1,000, $1,000 something.
Yeah,
You know, why does he have those kind of shoes?
Because he loves it.
I want you to answer. Let me see if I can get you. I think it went off again. It's
It went
on.
off.
But answer off air for me. The reason why I asked him that is anything that you have, anything that you want, that you place value on.
Oh, you
work hard
cherish
for
it. Yes, that is so true.
So even in the Bible, when was it
Jacob,
Jacob,
he was married. Was it 4 years?
they gave
7
her
years.
7 years,
and then
And then went back and
Rachel.
married Rachel.
So he did 7.
yeah, he dedicated
14.
40 years of his life just to get a wife.
Yeah,
What it means is, and it's a moral lesson. I don't really think that happens. I think it's a moral lesson that anything that you value, you place value in.
Yes.
You work hard to get it.
Yes.
So the things that we don't have value in it are the things that we don't.
we don't.
Okay, well, Pastor Beji 15. I'm telling you, many more.
Yeah,
One kasa no value in obano.
Obano.
Tina o kasa sa no.
Yeah.
Marriage, and it's not for kids, so it's for matured people.
It's not.
Because the concept of marriage, you know, is basically like okofo bi ba.
Yeah.
It's basically like what it is, whether from a woman's point of view
Yeah.
or
From
from
a man's point of
okofo bi ba. Because a lot of women are responsible for what their men will eat, how they look in public,
Yeah.
how their clothes are, the kind of decisions that they make, the kind of direction. They are all the women are responsible for all these things.
Yeah.
So it's basically what kufu bi ba na wo hwe no. So from a band side, you be obeda, how she behaves in public, how she speaks, how she carry her mannerism, everything is you. Also, what kufu bi ba no. It's not for kids. This thing called marriage, you know. You have to be
And even
really
the
mature.
The mature people, sometimes whilst they're in the marriage, they question themselves if they made the right decisions.
It's that thing called marriage, you know. It's a work in progress. Oh.
Sure.
It's a work in progress where you are always working to better yourself. You are always working to better yourself. That is what marriage is. It is for somebody to say, oh, the father, no, if you go into a relationship, first of all,
But then, Kumasi, if we have to have that conversation, that's a common African thing that Africans do. Once you get pregnant, they push you to get married. That's a whole different show.
because the reason why most families do that is, let me be no about fasa obana ya nyam no.
Bad thing.
Let me be anywhere. And untina most men, when you see, a man don't understand why men act certain ways. That's why when you say no to men keep coming. In our context, it's not harassment.
What do you mean it's not harassment?
No. That's why I said in our context, it's not harassment. You know why it's not harassment?
Why?
Come in. You know why it's not harassment?
Why?
Anything that you place value on, you work hard for
Get
it.
it.
You don't back down. Anything that you place value on. So when I see you as a woman, and I can't say, oh, I don't like a guy looking like this. I want to make myself better, and I'm going to come back again.
Is that a good sign? No, I asked because I asked for a reason. Is that a good sign?
We live in America, so I can't really answer that question. But what I can tell you is there are a lot of things that women see as harassment
That is not.
that men see that I have found a goal and I got to dig for that goal. So let's say a man sees you, likes, oh God, I see this woman, I like this woman. I go to the woman and the woman didn't even pay any hair to me. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to take my loss and come back again.
Yep.
He goes, he fixes himself. I think he may not even know why the woman didn't like
But he will
him.
go home and do
But
self-analysis.
why he would do is maybe it's because I'm not, a certain standard in the society. I'm going to fix myself and I'm going to get there. He fixed himself and then he will come again. How many times women will say like, this guy, man, he chased me like 2 years ago. and he just came again. This guy, he just that is how. Oh, you have same, huh?
I have one right now. Like,
You know what I'm
cool
He's still
down.
single.
I have two right now. Hey, calm down.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
That is how when men sees the things that they want, they don't give up. It will be maybe why. Baby say and the man was after the man was still
yeah.
There are certain things that men do see in people.
Yeah, they want.
And then when a good man wants something, he fights for it. You know. But unfortunately for us right now, we are in a system that when you push, it's harassment.
Harassment.
At this point, you don't even know what you can. Men are confused.
Yeah.
You don't know what you can say to a woman that is harassment and what you can say to a woman that is not
It's not
harassment.
harassment.
Yeah.
You can tell a woman you are beautiful and she can see it as harassment and report you.
You know, I never knew it was a problem. Not to cut you off. This week, I went to work and this doctor was complimenting. He was like, "Oh, you're very beautiful." After he said it and I was about to say things, he was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, how is that a problem? And then I went downstairs and another person did the same thing. I'm looking at them like, so I asked the first guy, the doctor didn't really ask me anything, but the second guy, I asked him like, "Why are you apologizing?" It's like, "Cause you don't like beautiful
No, we are
women,
confused.
you know." I was like, "Oh no, it's not a problem
Like
for me."
we are
And
confused
just went ahead.
because when
hard.
it's coming,
I didn't even know.
If I'm telling you that you are beautiful and you like me, it's the sweetest thing you've ever
For me, I
heard
was like, "Oh, that's."
in your life.
But then if she
But if
doesn't-
you don't like me, it's a problem for
But even
you.
if I don't like it, I feel like it's a compliment. Dude,
Yeah.
I can lose my job. Why?
Like,
She loses.
I'm like, "Oh,
But why
no,
do you
you're
think that two
fine."
men?
This is two, and if
Two
we say
men.
hi, people
I'm
might.
just telling you, I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't mean any harm.
Yeah.
I was
Why?
like, "Oh no, there's
Because
nothing
we have
wrong."
conscientized something in our society that we know this is what it is.
Yeah.
So if I come to you right now and say I like you, and you say no,
They back up. Yeah, I've noticed.
maybe even a lot of women wants to be pursued.
Yeah.
A lot of women want to be pursued.
Yeah.
See, the point is
We are making it hard for ourselves,
they
bro.
don't like it when it's from the guy they did.
The lady
that
did the
this is
same thing to my little brother. So, you know, he works and then like on the weekends he would drive Uber like just to like get extra money. Right. So he said like a lady, he picked up a lady. The lady was like just talking to him the entire time. And then she was going to like one of the hotels in Chicago. So like he picked her up from the airport. And then was talking to, because him is very quiet. Like, if you think I'm quiet, my brother is
He's worse.
very
Oh
quiet.
wow.
So I was talking the entire time, trying to hold a conversation with my little brother. And then when he dropped her off at the hotel, and he turned around, like, "Okay, you know, have a good day." Like helped her with the bags. She's like, "Oh, thank you," this and that. So my brother drove off, and like 30 minutes later, the lady reported that she left something in the car. My brother like looked for her phone that she said she's left or whatever. Couldn't find it. And the lady was like, "Oh no, like you should drive back. Maybe it fell in the seat or something that you can see for herself." Drove back only for the lady to give her number to my little brother.
Oh, that's so cute.
Can you imagine that if he saw her and then like said like you look beautiful or whatever, and then she didn't like him?
Hey, that's not
Right.
cute too.
Exactly. Or should he have reported sexual harassment?
No, most men will not, but women will.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was me, if something like that would have been
Yeah.
creepy.
You know, but it's very confusing. Like as a man, it's very confusing. So
like we are confused.
We're
oh.
confused.
And I really want a day that we will have a conference where men will speak for the whole day and the next day women will speak for the whole day. Because where our confusion is, it's just a little thing that has confused all of us.
But you'll be surprised, women are more confused than you men. We are very confused. We don't know what
Because
to
the
want.
reason, our confusion is not something that we have created for ourselves.
We created it.
You understand? I don't care if I have created a confusion for myself. It's
think-
my confusion.
I think the mistake that like men or most men have made is try to make the outcome better for women. Right. Like this thing that we're talking about, right? How is you coming to live with me beneficial to you as a woman?
It's not. I
It's
lose
not.
at the
But
end
then,
of the
but
day.
then if I say no, you are thinking about something that is not necessary.
It's not even
that I'm
existing.
cheating on you. But then you call me every time I pick up. You come to my house. There is no proof that there was a lady in my house. You come and
Well,
then you leave.
we can tell you that we can. Well, what women will say is, "Oh, maybe you knew I was coming, so you let her go."
And even sometimes you guys actually come, even though you don't live there, and then leave your earrings and so that when somebody comes, they know that there's a
They do
woman
that.
here.
They do that. On
I'm gonna leave a shoe.
know-
I'm gonna leave a purse. I'm
you
gonna
know-
leave a shirt. Don't play with me.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave makeup.
Yeah.
I'll go buy makeup.
But then,
don't play.
like
I'm
this,
just
this
waiting. I'll
man,
not do that.
this man that you're with, it's okay with you leaving your stuff in his house, not complain. But then when you talk about moving in, and then he says no, knowing himself that if this guy come and live with me, I will not find a need.
I'm not gonna do the right thing.
the right thing.
It becomes his problem.
Yeah. Like most men, most genuine, great, good men, right, are trying to create a better outcome for women, but then the women are pushing back, and then your reason for pushing back doesn't even exist.
But I think now women have this delusion because of also maybe feeling if I move in with him, maybe that will push him to marry me.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
You know, I'm just saying we have the delusion. Or maybe when I move in, I can help him. You know, make it faster, then he will marry me.
Yeah.
That's not going.
But then when you started, you were saying that you said like you had a friend that they actually did, and then it worked for them.
It worked out. They've been 10 years.
One out of how many friends do you have?
I have only 2 friends with
Okay.
but I'm just saying, well, yeah.
But then most
All the other ones that tried it,
most
it didn't work
people
out.
will only look at the one that worked out of like 20.
not me.
And you're like, okay, yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna pray.
I think our other friend did it right after high school. No, not after high school, but I did it after my friend did it and got married.
Mm-hmm.
She also tried it just because of that. It didn't work out.
They say that, like I think you said a few minutes ago that some people say they will do it and then they'll add Jesus to it, and Jesus Christ is telling you that if you guys are not married, you shouldn't do it, but you are doing it and saying that these people have done it at work, so we are gonna do it too, and then pray that we get married.
Hope.
Yeah, because now even the new trend recently, I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about, us getting older and whatever. And then she was saying that there's a funny trend that is happening among women. Sorry, women, but we have to talk about it. But there's a funny trend that's happening that women now are forcing to get pregnant.
Oh yeah.
For men that they're not married to.
Oh, yeah.
Because, of course, traditionally, most families, if you get married, they will force you to get married. Yeah. If you have a baby, they'll force you to get married. Yeah. Now, the new trend is instead of them moving in together, they are forcing men or they're getting themselves pregnant just to get married.
Grown up.
I don't know if you've heard about it. It's
a woman that
I don't even have to hear about it. I've seen it.
It's a common thing now that it's happening. I'm looking at it like, why?
A woman that I respect, right? I respect a lot. Right, and I hope this episode my wife don't watch it.
I'll send it to her personally.
The one that I respect a lot, right? When my wife got pregnant, we were not married. With my son, we were not married, right? She was probably people that were like, yeah, what's like, like you guys have messed up your life,
talking gibberish.
whatever.
Oh,
and then we get married and we have like all of our kids basically, and then she sees like that. Okay, we are fine, right? So I went to Chicago to go visit my mom, and then I saw her. And she's like, "Hey, Michael, why are you fine?"
What the hell?
And I'm looking like,
you didn't curse her? I'm like,
no,
what the hell?
No,
are you okay?
I didn't curse her out. And then she's like, "Oh, yes."
This is somebody's mother.
Somebody's mother.
If my mom did this, I would disown her personally.
But you know what's funny? The time that she was like like among the people that were saying that I got pregnant, whatever, right? She's like, oh, her daughter is doing a bachelor's, like her second bachelor's degree or something like that. Yeah, and now her daughter is like of age and like they're pushing her to get married. She can't find a man, or maybe like. No man wants her, or something like that, And when she said that, I looked at her and I was like, "Ma, I somehow kind of it's like a problem." No, I said,
"This is somebody's mother,
yeah,
a grown woman."
Walked away. Yes,
but why do you think the woman is saying that? Because
You get it.
Cowboy.
Wow.
So if this is the young lady,
Just to have a baby.
yeah, if there's the young lady's mother,
Then you can imagine the young lady when she get right now. I'm like confused about
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, come on.
No, it's Onikunu.
the mother doesn't have a husband.
Yes, it's Onikunu. Like she's not had a husband for like almost 15 years. You know, like the husband literally just one day got up and then moved to Ghana.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like those
just
ones.
one day got up and moved to Ghana, literally. But and my
When the
thing-
man sits unconcerned, I told you last week.
Yeah,
the husband
that's a
like just got up
problem.
one day, just relocated and never looked back. Got there, married again.
And they're happier, right?
Yeah.
When you see the men after they leave, they're like so
The funny
much
thing is-
happier.
the funny thing is, I remember the man went to marry a younger lady, whatever. He didn't. The man actually went to Ghana and married somebody that also had kids that were growing up.
No, I saw one recently that he left the woman, and me, initially I didn't understand why he left, but as a recent, I was understanding why them. And I was talking to the man, and he was saying something. I was like, I get it, but like when I see him now, it's like he's so much lighter. I looked at him, and you look at like he's like gained weight, but like he's happy.
His soul is.
Like his soul, you can feel like it wouldn't a kasakra. You can feel like this is a whole different.
There's some calmness.
I was like, wow. I called a friend after that conversation. I was like, yo, I spoke to so and so, but he looked so peaceful, and I'm like, damn.
The
He
thing
married
is-
younger though.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, if most women with like they should advise on the outcome,
Yeah.
not on happiness. Or guy reading horror for a 6 months. Right now, it's the guy reading on a TikTok.
Or driving Mercedes. That
not on happiness, on logic and outcome. Women will be happy at the long run.
yeah.
So I said, because you moving in with me, I probably make I just say like,
Don't do it.
don't do it. No, you be happy at the moment. What's the outcome?
How long? Because that's when they start forcing, marry me. When will you marry me? When will you marry? Where's the ring?
It's not gonna happen, and that's
And
what
men
I
don't like nagging women.
Yeah, and
push
this
the
is
men
the
away.
reason why they say that. Oh, now on Nigeria yacht na fear no say one day sorry, I put a before fro. Yeah, it's just like those men. Most of them told them don't move in with me.
But have you realized once they leave those women after, let's say, 10 years, 5 years, they meet somebody, then in 3 months, they marry them? I have a friend that did it. I
Yeah,
looked at him.
because a man always knows what he wants.
So my friend called me on Thursday. He wants me to be a best woman at his wedding. And he was dating this girl. I know he wouldn't mind me sharing, but he was dating this girl for like 4 years. The girl was complaining about like the same thing, right? He met this girl, the girl he's about to marry, that I'm going to be a bet. He met the girl, I think, 2 months, and drew 2 months. Because the first day he met the girl, I was supposed to actually meet them in Maryland for an event, but I couldn't go. I was supposed to meet them for when we went to New Jersey. It was that weekend. So that's not, it's even been 3 months. It's not. He met the girl the same weekend we went to Jersey. He called me on Thursday that he proposed. He proposed, I think, on Saturday, last Saturday. And they're planning to get married. And I'm like, you just met this girl. What is different about and the same thing that you're doing for this new girl is what the old girl was begging you for. He was like, because this one brings something that the other one. That's what he said this. And the other girl's my friend, so hold on, I can't say that on
No,
air
he said it
because
for
she watches my show Religious. I beg, but he was like, oh,
And it doesn't mean that
The new girl brings
that
you
old
value.
girl is a bad
a bad
person. or
person.
anything.
it's not.
It's value. It's what I'm looking for. Like it's what I'm looking for. I know I'm in some way controversial because the ideas that I have, not a lot of people have that ideas. And when I say it, it becomes controversial. I don't believe it should be controversial, but I know I want a woman that is not going to be. I want a woman that's going to be able to accept me for who I am. Because I'm going to say something, maybe the pastor is not going to agree with me and he will still have to walk with me into the church. You know, is this woman going to be able to be by my side when the whole world is criticizing me?
Yeah.
This woman going to be able to be by my side if nobody agrees with me? If my woman is, if you have a woman, right, that anywhere that you go somewhere with and you're having conversations and your woman is always at the opposite end of you,
That's a problem.
leave that woman.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I
telling
got to
you.
stand behind my man.
Like it doesn't matter how stupid
yeah.
your idea is.
I'ma hype him up.
Especially in public.
Yeah.
Your woman should be by your side.
She has to.
Then we can.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
When you get home, then you talk about whatever. That's my mom
A
always.
friend of mine does that for me.
That's what my mom told me.
If
My
your
mom
woman-
told me that big
If
time.
your woman is always with the other team, you just have to be careful.
Yeah.
And I think most men, like I said, when I met my wife, I knew right the moment I saw her that she's gonna be my wife.
Wow.
Or she checked everything for me the moment I saw her.
Mm.
And for some reason, I'm able to pick that up right away. Somebody will say, "Oh, you been with somebody." Well, I know what.
Yeah.
know what you want.
Yeah, everybody goes in a relationship looking for what is going to benefit them.
Yeah.
We are all gold diggers. You know, everybody's
All
going
of
to look
us
for
is a
what.
gold digger.
What I'm
Thank
going.
you.
I'm
That's
gonna-
the word.
All of us. I'm
That
so
is the
We
sorry.
are all gold diggers because
Yeah.
if we are going in, I want somebody that is calm. I want somebody that could advise me. I want somebody that can do technical stuff. I want somebody that is gonna ride with me.
Yeah.
And I have that in my
We're
life.
all looking for something in
You are-
another
all of us.
person. All of
I
us.
think she also saw something
Yeah.
that she liked, and that's why she accepts me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody, in a way, is a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
They're all digging.
Yeah.
So don't come and ask me that why I'm with this person I left.
Mm.
This person is with me, but she's disrespecting me anytime we go somewhere. Have you seen women that they go somewhere with their guys, and then when the guys try to talk, and they come in?
Yes.
They
I
wanna
saw
always-
it happen.
They
Yeah.
always want to take the front lead.
Yeah.
If the man don't say anything, you lost him.
Yeah, I saw it happen with the older couple. I don't want to mention the church name, but I saw it happen in a church, and I was standing there, so I felt so awkward. And
So
the man
what-
stopped talking. Like he kept trying. I think he tried twice, and then he just.
What can that man do after like trying to do it twice and then
He just kept quiet, and I
you
felt.
can't do it.
I was standing there like, oh my god! I felt I felt like, yo,
if
shut
that
up.
man yells, he's insecure. If he throws some punches, he's a woman beater. Like, what can he do? Just keep
More
quiet.
below. I'm so sorry, but y'all men are suffering.
So the thing is,
like real.
Yeah.
I had a friend that did the same thing in front of me. So he was trying to talk, and the wife kept jumping in. Anytime he tried to talk. So basically, it's like, I don't trust this guy. Trust me. That he's giving to us. He turned around and he just looked at the wife's face and said, if you try to get into my conversation again. And everybody was like, I said, he's right. So I backed him. I said, he's 100. Anytime he tried to say something, this woman comes in. And I said, what you are communicating to everybody is he's stupid. That's what you just tell everybody here.
Yeah.
I told her that you should be lucky that you had a man that would even speak. Because if this man didn't speak, this night would be the night that he lost. So, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Well, that's why you communicated
That's
to
what you
him.
communicated. Yeah.
Ask everybody how they look at this man right now. And I said, and everybody was shocked. The guy was so pissed off. He turned around and they looked at. I just knew that I had to come because if I had allowed him to speak again,
Boom.
it was gonna be bad. Yeah. So I had to come and I say everything you did right now. I said you should even you should be lucky that this guy said something. Because if he didn't say anything, it's gonna be. Anytime he tried to speak, and it went on like 4 or 5 times. Like he tried to say something, he jump in. He tried to say something, he jump in.
Wow.
Why are you doing this to him? You're telling this guy that he's nobody.
Yeah.
You control everything in front of all his friends.
Yeah.
You know, and then you guys worry that why don't you take me to your friends? Because you go out to get,
They disgrace
and then you disgrace me. You do this, and that's why we don't want to go anywhere with you guys. You know, it's not like we don't like you or anything, but when you keep showing these kind of behaviors, they know. It's not that they don't know. They know.
They know.
A lot of things that women do, they know.
And then like usually like when there's one guy among like the friends whose wife usually like when she comes around she's very quiet.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, get away there."
Or controlling them.
Boy, you controlling.
Controlling them.
Yeah.
what
It's
it is.
not.
That's not what it is. When you say, "Hey, ma'am, come on, no moody." Yeah, she's married to him, and ma'am, come on, no moody.
Until you ask
If
me.
she if she comes into it now, she could disgrace herself and her man.
Yeah.
And see, to keep things, just sit back, just watch them.
That's it. How hard is
They
it?
said-
That's not hard.
They say that when when you keep silent or quiet, people equate that to wisdom.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
You
Yeah,
don't always have to say anything. Just watch. You know.
How you gonna tell somebody stupid until they do
how
something?
they speak and how they act.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so when the guy is sitting down, even if he's the stupidest guy in the world,
Because
he's
he's
sitting there, he's not speaking, he's not doing anything, he's just sitting there watching. Everyone think that, oh, I just saw a smart guy. But
Very
that guy,
composed.
so all these things that we do say, you know, it is most of the things that men try to prevent. Once again, I'm saying this: it's not to control women;
It's
it's to protect women. How do we protect women? By not you and your wife. If I'm speaking to women right now, if you and your boyfriend or you and your husband are going somewhere, and in the car he tells you that do not say anything when we get there, he probably read the place that he's going already.
Yeah.
That's why he's saying do not say anything. Maybe the friends that he's going to, they are very diabolical.
Yeah.
They want to expose you. They want to make. They are friends like that. Yeah. I know my friends more than you do know my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm taking to you, please don't say anything. Only something when you are.
Yeah.
I'm not controlling your speech. I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
You know,
that
because you are going to say something,
Embarrass yourself.
and then there's a guy in Columbus here, and I blasted this guy. We met with this lady. The lady is we were conversing, right? We were talking like explicit stuff, like relationship.
of course.
You know what this guy did? This guy put his phone in a red cap,
It was recorded.
and he was on live, Facebook Live. And it was pointed to the lady like this. It's pointed to the lady. This lady has a husband. This lady is live on Facebook speaking like that. So, fortunately, I was friends with him
Yeah.
on Facebook.
You saw it.
So, my phone gave me a notification that this person is live. And I heard it, and this woman is on it.
Are you serious?
That's how diabolical people don't care. People will use you for content. People don't give a damn. This generation.
Damn.
It was in a red cap. Nobody.
So
saw
did
it.
you shut it down?
Oh, I shut it down right away. I said, "What the? Why are you even recording?" And you know, like, and I was speaking. Anybody that knows me will hear my voice.
Yeah.
I said, "Why are you?" Oh, bro, we were pissed off. Like all the guys, everybody. And since then, when he even comes somewhere, people don't even associate with him.
I wouldn't
Because
be able
he's-
to trust you.
Yeah. And this girl, and my
Because the woman probably felt safe in that moment for her
Yes.
to talk to you.
Yes.
So why are you recording
that's
it?
what. And
Messed
he's
up
not
in
just
marriage.
recording. He's
On life.
He's,
No, he's hiding.
He's not even just recording.
Like,
He's
if you're
on
doing
Facebook.
like this, you know that
He's
okay.
recording.
He's
it's
not even
it-
recording. He's
it's
on
not-
live for that everybody can listen to
You
what
know,
is
like,
happening.
like if the people around knew it, then they will say so.
We will control- we will control.
Malicious.
Malicious, then we know
But
what is
then-
happening.
Exactly. But if he's hiding,
That's not a friend. I'm blocking you after.
that's crazy.
so it was terrible. It was terrible, and I called him out, and all the guys. Oh, I think Papa Claire wanted to beat him up. You know, Papa Claire Clement.
No. Oh, okay, Uncle Clement.
Clement wanted to beat him up, and I said,
If
"Listen,
Uncle Clement beats you up, you're
So-
dead.
so
With one hand will
we
kill you.
deleted the video."
I love him.
But think about what that guy could have caused. That's the reason why sometimes when men are not around, they try to tell their women not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to control you,
To
it's
protect you.
You know,
Vampires out there.
so if you believe in me, if you trust me, that I'm always going to look at your interest when I'm making a decision, why do you even argue with me? So if I'm with any person that argues with what I say or what I do, that person don't trust me.
Your decisions. Yeah.
So what's the point? I won't waste my time because he doesn't trust me. Everything you say,
they have to debate
you have
it.
to debate
Yeah.
it. You know, And then when they are debating, they are not even gonna give you anything.
Gonna give you reasons.
Anyway,
blow.
so men are. I'm
See.
telling you, men are going through a lot that we have nowhere
Yeah.
to go to. We have nowhere to go to.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a lot of men have accepted that at the end of the day we are going to be a bad person. So why don't I live my life? You know, if I make the right decision, I'm a bad person. If I make the bad decision, I'm a bad
Bad
person.
person. So I'm
Why?
just going to make it.
Make the decision that's going to benefit me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nobody looks.
And
looks
then
out for
one
me.
thing that feels good when you're doing, or it's easy to do, is do the bad thing.
Yeah.
You know that my friend that I shared a story that he sent me a message that I'm officially a millionaire.
I remember you shared
know?
it last week. Yeah.
And he is.
Yeah.
You know how happy you will be that you know that this thing would have worked. And the fact that if the woman that you love has stayed with you, probably you could have attained this feat 10 years
10
ago.
years ago.
Yeah. You would have been there way before.
And then she would have been enjoying the fruit of
And
the
right now you are
Now
chilling.
she's doing 2 jobs.
Please, is your friend single?
No, he's not.
Oh damn.
He says he's not gonna marry again.
Tell him don't worry. He hasn't met Jasmine yet. Just hit me up. Hit me up.
Yeah,
Hit me up.
he says
He's a smart guy.
Don't worry. Just tell me he hasn't met me
yeah, he
yet.
said he's not gonna
He will
marry
find
again.
a wife, finds a good thing.
He's a smart
Okay.
guy.
Please, hold on. Don't worry. We'll talk after the show. Okay.
Yeah,
He said,
Is he in America?
yeah, he's
the
the
Bible
Oh,
says he who
Kumasi.
finds a wife.
Hey, so Kumasi, you're sitting here. Your sister is
The
single. You
Bible
have
did
a
not
friend
say
who's a
that.
millionaire.
The
That's the
Bible
last
did not
thing
say
I'll ever
that.
do.
The Bible did not say that he who finds a single woman.
Don't worry. The Bible says. No, hold on. That's a debate that we can have all day.
You
A
will
woman,
find
you
someone.
are a wife before you are found. Okay. Thank you.
So the question goes.
The Bible needs to change. He who finds Jasmine has found a good thing. That's unfair.
that would be a problem.
Hold on. Why you guys say, guys?
Bible changed
Do you
that.
guys realize that I'm single?
But if the Bible
Don't
changes,
say that because somebody will come and think I'm a bad person.
Are you single?
We're trying to marry me off this year. Cool
Are
down.
you single?
I am single.
Okay.
That right now I have to
Jasmine, do
admit
you-
it.
Everybody,
Do you
Jasmine
think-
is single.
do you
thank
think
you.
you will function right when you live with a man or you live by yourself?
When I live with my man,
You think you'll function
I
right?
feel like I'll function better. Even when you're in a relationship with a person, because then there's stuff that you can discuss with the person. There's stuff that you can both build on. Oh yeah, me, I'll function way better if I was with my man.
Okay. So why are young women of today choosing marriage as an institution that is not important?
Because a lot of times I feel like our parents are not. I'll start with our parents, and then I'll start with people. I'll say people in media. Like let's look at people like Oprah. Let's look at people like I'll even go to Ghana. There's so many women who have ruined a lot of young ladies' life, especially Gifty Auntie. She's one woman that, for a long time, told women and young girls that forget marriage. There are so many girls that are looking up to these people. So if you're telling me to forget marriage, in my head, I know a girl personally, not like far, a girl personally that was lived by the module of Gifty Auntie. She's 32 now.
Did this girl?
Her mom passed away. No, I won't lie. So, yeah, her mom passed away. But she lived by the mom. And as much as you have mothers, I'm 29. This year was the first time my mom and I actually had a real conversation. I think I shared it here with you guys. Had a real conversation about reality.
Yeah, but
Thankfully, I have learned outside of that. But so many of our mothers are making it look like marriage is hell. I won't lie. So many mothers are making it look like marriage is hell. I've heard mothers tell their kids, oh, go get that degree, make your money, men ain't shit. I've heard mothers, and this is African mothers. So that's the reason a lot of these young girls are saying marriage is not. And I feel like women that are also married, and I think I've said this so many, women that are also married are making it look like marriage is this hell of, like prison. When they go at home, they are enjoying in their homes. But when they come out and they're speaking to young women, make it seem like marriage is this like worst thing to put me. I always say I thank God for my circle. I can say why yeah, my circle they're not like that. But I've heard other women that are, I go to their homes like these men are not like that. Yeah. But when they come out, when they preach to us, it's like, oh, marriage is hell. Somebody told me this year that, oh, forget marriage, just make your money, you're living good, and focus on that, and just have a boyfriend that if you need to, like, and this is not a kid, this is a grown woman. She's like 40
I think
something.
I need to make a canvas
So
and
that's
put
the
it
problem.
somewhere here and put it on that say, men prefer things, women prefer humans. That is,
and which is true.
That is the nature. So anybody
So
that
that's
will
the
say,
problem.
say, I was gonna take my degree ahead of having kids or ahead of having a relationship, they'll cry.
Yeah, it's sad.
They'll cry in the later days.
It's sad, but then this is what our mothers are teaching us. This is what the older women in the churches are teaching us. I think we did a show when we used to be on the other side, and so I think we did a show with, I think it was a Eunice, somebody, and I think after the show, somebody texted me, like, "Yo, I've never seen relationship from this perspective."
Wow.
Because, and this is somebody that has a mother and a father in the home. So I feel like the message that they're putting out there, and then when you look on social media now, the thing is every week somebody's divorced, especially like people that we look up to.
Yeah, but social media, there's an agenda. It was like it's set up to promote.
You know, so people that we look up to, and when you go on these people are splitting, the comments under is like, what is the point of marriage? Why should we get married? Why not just have a boyfriend?
What is the point of work? Why are you not still working at McDonald's? Because that's where you started out.
Yeah, I did. I started at, oh, well, I didn't start there, but okay. We are
like, why are you still not? It's life. Things happen.
Life is hard.
I just feel like we need to start speaking more. No, I feel like we need to start speaking more on the benefits and the goodness of marriage. No, Kumasi, let's be honest. When you pay attention,
it has more to do with life than marriage.
I understand, but when you pay attention to media and the message they spread on marriage, I don't know if you guys pay attention, but it's not positive. I won't lie. I've shared this with you before. It's not positive. It's me personally, it got to a point I was scared.
So I told you this in the beginning of the show, that there's an agenda against marriage. There's an agenda against men. Why do you think the algorithm attacked men first? Because when the head is gone, the tail is easily misled. You know, so they can easily mislead you.
The head is gone, the tail is easily.
Easily.
That's a shirt. That's a for a shirt.
You know what I'm saying? So let's say
wow.
I'm living with my wife right now. You know, I'm living with my wife, and she wanna go to Miami. I said no, we're not going to Miami. We will go when I'm ready. So I wanna go to Miami, and then you have this single friends. Come to my wife and say, oh, let's go to Miami. Man, why is he controlling you? You shouldn't allow him to control you. You shouldn't allow him to control you, you know. And then she goes. Do whatever they want to do, and then they come back. And then I say, for disobeying me, I'm done. I'm not doing this thing again. I leave you. And then all of a sudden, she thinks she's available. She want to come back in the dating scene. You're almost 40 years. Now, you get into the dating scene. You're competing with the 18-year-olds, 21, 22, 23. Omukure nyenye bi. Uwenye bi ato atwe.
What chatting you
o say be perfect. That's how it stems the
very
anger.
greedy.
It stems the anger between them and the younger people. Until the now we be too frustrated. But so I mistake. But I had one. But onion too. Okay. Now no. Oh baby, now you. She's very limited. 40-year guy will walk in there and see a 23.
The last Sunday, okay. It literally happened to me last Sunday.
And I'm telling you.
Literally happened to me.
It's natural. Because, you see, men, we gain value as we are growing. Women, as they are growing, they lose
value. They gain value well.
Men, yes. Men and women are opposite.
I like when a man is getting older.
Yeah, when, the young girls will tell you I like an older man.
I like an older man.
I like an older man.
That's vibe. It's something about him.
It's me. Chevy can never be a competition to me.
Yeah.
Because I see Chevy as a son that I can lead.
That's true.
But with the two, the woman, the young woman and the older woman, they are rivals. Because they are all chasing the same guy.
Which means I'm so ball. Not could be something with that one for advice. Can you imagine?
the kind of advice you will give you. The men are nothing. You got to focus on your work. You got to focus on your school. And then get better for you. When you get money, you can get anything that you want. And they tell you this.
It was so fun. No, when you say this, because what I said last Sunday, right? It was an older man. And when I walked in, I went somewhere last Sunday after church. And it was an older man. I walked in and told another guy that was close to me. oh girl, we did me pen and the man voice. And see, I guess the lady was also feeling the man. Me, I just found out the lady was also feeling the guy. The lady never
Me, I don't lie.
Into a channel when we're talking, and the guy was asking me, "Oh, into why worry about him, man? Why worry?" I was like, "Oh no, me worry." I almost called him Da. Well, I warned him da at the Valentine's event. He warned me not to call him Da. Na me yani papa. So then after that, my minute trim me pin my minute trim, and some pain for no more. Yeah, why? Be your master. Now we are back. Come on, me pay me come was right. We are back. When I left, and I'm young, on the friend was here. I'm papa no, papa need it. Oh shit!
I'm telling you.
I was like, oh shoot!
Man, nothing that I say is a lie.
Oh shit! Because I felt like, oh, you know, like a mother. No, because the way she came to me was like, oh, maybe some but me boys be was her home. Yeah, young to sell what me pay biama. So when the moment I left, and this man is somebody that I've known for a friend. Me was like, I'm kind of miss you all to me for send me. Oh, open.
I'm telling you.
But guess what? Guess what though? They know.
Wow.
The woman no. When you said that older man no.
If
you will submit to that. That older man.
Happy.
That older man take care of you. Happy.
Yeah, no. Let me accept the proposal. Let me accept the proposal real quick. I'm just
because you are young, you need direction, and when you go into the lives of this man, they will give you direction.
And this man is very well to do, very well to do,
and because of that,
he's very well to do.
Like, look,
yeah, blow,
man, like me because I'm not right. If my wife is here, he will support me. As soon as my wife walks out the door,
you guys are real.
And he would never take any offense.
No, I will not take offense.
And will never take any offense. Now, I'm speaking to a woman. I don't even know the verb to use.
Where's not son?
like we don't know the vocabs to use because we are trying to dilute the word so much that
sugar coated.
I will even say dilute. We are diluting it so much that by the time you say it doesn't have any value.
So please, how come you never dilute with me?
Because
what he does?
He doesn't dilute with me. Please,
I love you, and sometimes when I'm speaking
when he
with
says,
you,
I'm like, damn, I'm about to cry.
I'm kind of watching my words.
Oh wow!
Like I'm really kind of watching my words for you to take it. From it's hard, like. Communication is very hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get you to understand where I am coming from. If I offend you, you are going to look at the offense and not look at the message.
Of course, yeah.
You understand? So I'm trying to make sure both of them works at the same point so we can get the meaning of the message or substance from the message. That's what I'm trying to do. Sometimes, in as much as you are trying to dilute the words, what happens is the message doesn't become clear.
True.
In your view, you have submitted the message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like, let me just go blunt. She gonna be I in a week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'll go blunt with you. And I think most of the time, when I'm blunt with people, that's when they understand what I'm saying.
Me personally, I prefer blunt than you sugarcoating it because then I'm just gonna be like, "Are you baby?"
But most of the time,
let me cry later. Let me cry now.
Feedback we get.
But for me, I always tell people, let me cry now and then be okay later.
Feel, especially how you think it's gonna feel that you say a word and somebody's crying the whole day.
Yeah, if I'm being
how you think?
No, Saturday you said something right. I literally cried.
Oh, I know, I saw it.
Oh, I literally cried. I was like, I called my dad.
He actually told me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I called my dad. I was like, Daddy. My dad was like, okay, calm down. Maybe it's not from that perspective. I was like, no. What is he talking about? Literally, I was pissed, right? And then later, like, I think this week, I was like, I understand where he's coming from. But then he has to consider some of us that we're not, the same. You know?
That's that thing.
Oh, I know.
You really did.
And I watched the video again. And everything, but
I had to skip over it.
I even wanted to call you. I said, "Fuck it, I'm not even gonna call."
I was hurt. I was hurt.
Like I thought about it and I realized I said what I have seen in our community.
No, I understood what you meant, but then, now I understand what you meant. But initially, I was like, "What about other people? It wasn't our fault, or." situations like that, why do we have to also now pay the price for other people's decisions?
But is it not?
The moment you said I was home, but this week I understood it. That's what I'm saying blunt. Even though I was hurt that moment, I think I went to it was on Wednesday. I was sitting at work. Somebody made a statement. I was like, okay, I get it now. Like I understood where you were coming from. That's why
when he was talking, and he's talking about a woman in Chicago. Woman had, and it's always no.
Yeah.
It's always no.
It's sad.
She was married, but her husband just got her one day.
But please, the daughter should not pay the price for it.
A woman came to my house
Sounds
one
too
day.
close.
A woman that we kind of know
Yeah.
came to my one day and said about to my wife. I was around. When banana.
Excuse you?
Yeah, in a way trying to say I'm stupid. I know I'm worrying about.
Yeah.
And my wife told me this. I said, don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. You know why? Why I said that to my wife? I knew what to marry. I would have taken it personal if it had come from somebody.
They should have known better.
You can't blame somebody for something that they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, why are you not pissed? Why should I be pissed about somebody that I know doesn't know what she's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? I have the facts. Like
that's something I always tell my wife. Like my wife is very fast to react.
I would have replied.
Yeah, so I always tell her like, you can do the voice and I'll be sitting there just watching. Like I don't.
People like you and Kumasi scare me.
I don't like
because when they attack, they attack.
So sometimes when we're going somewhere, I just tell it, this person is gonna do something stupid.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say anything. Right? And she started changing. Like after, especially in Chicago, people would do something like to piss her off, right? And then I know it's like in a natural element she'll react. I just look at her,
and that's it. She knows what's up.
And then she just sit down. It's so many times when he said, she's the same person.
The same person. She's just cooling down for one reason only. I love her.
It doesn't make sense, and I think that the world would be a better place. And the reason why men don't have that problem is we are not competing. That's why we don't have. And women have been lied. I've believed the lies to be the truth. And it becomes so hard for anybody to say something different. A woman will be fighting a man that is willing to take care of her for the rest of her life, and then they are fighting.
Yeah.
Why don't you loosen up for this man do the job? Just loosen up.
Let him be the man, and
let him just take care of you. Me, where I don't have to make any decision. Where I don't commit that. The burden of protection is not on me. Burden of provision is not on me. Nothing is on me. I get to make sure my kids are good. I'll cook some food for them. And then everything will take it. My nails, my hair.
Read a book. Go to sleep.
Better my life.
My husband is coming at 5:00. Like the food needs to be ready.
Please, I'm officially accepting application for anybody who's willing to take care. I like a soft life dependent woman.
I don't think that like men are like.
You guys are really not.
I'm telling you that. Like the last time I was telling Ahonfet that I have about 10 friends that are guys that are very good guys. If I compare these friends of mine to what they do for their wives, to our fathers, right?
You guys are
it's like comparing like apples to not even pineapple, like apples to like onions.
It's sad though.
Yeah,
it's really
and then
sad.
still, these guys walk away pet. Now their wives or like their ex-partners start realizing that, man, I've made a mistake.
You know who was it? Tia Murray. He was to Corey.
Yeah.
After the divorce, recently she came out and said it was her biggest regret.
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage just also said the same after she was with Simi.
What is it?
I feel like a lot of times, let me be honest, I feel like so many women, when they're in a relationship, they're looking at the outside.
You're looking at one thing that they don't like without one thing.
And
that
a lot of
person
times
is
they
not
let that one thing bother them.
Yeah.
And me, I always live by the principles: the grass is green on the other side because they water it. Because you've not watered yours, that's why it's not green. But that grass that is green, and they focus and make it green. And so when they're in a relationship, they focus. Let's say Big Mike, say let's go. Big Mike opens the door for, what is it called? Yeah, let's say I'm dating Chevy. My focus is on, oh, Chevy doesn't open the door for me. Chevy doesn't love me. I have a friend. I won't lie. This is a while ago. I have a close friend of mine. We went to a wedding. She is married. And this other girl today, I think they were engaged. They're married now. And went to the wedding. The girls, I think said the guy was just eating something. The girl wanted it. So the guy was feeding his fiance. And they're paying attention to know like she was watching. So I think about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like we were all talking. And then the husband was like, when they got my friend was fighting him because he doesn't feed her in public.
Oh, yeah. And
I think for weeks and days, she was just fighting
constantly
on that. And I looked at her, I was like, but what about the other things that your husband, she's living luxury. The man bought her, she does work full. She only works part time when she wants. She has the type of job that she can call and then she goes in. And this girl is living. They have a house in, they have a house and then this is not just a small house, a house.
Yeah,
she's living, and I'm like, why? You're focused on food. And I told her in front of everybody. I was like, play. I was like, sister, play. I would take him. And this one, I said it with confidence. Yeah. I was like, play. By the time you realize I'm married to this man, I was like, bruh. And that's the problem we're having.
And then when they look at like that one thing that the man is not doing, that like the other party is doing, right? I think that they forget that we also have some expectation that
they're not doing.
If we say it,
we want your niece. You got it.
Yesterday.
You get it.
Do that.
As long as he gets the Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm just trying to say what we go through. I'm so that we just have to see what you just did. I'm trying to tell you how I'm feeling. You're just telling me that just sound like you are me. Quite. And it's like all the three women spoke at once. Like that is where our differences are.
This man want to talk about his feelings.
I'm so glad.
And he's talking about, no, that's not your feelings.
Me, I'm so glad I'm close to a lot of men.
I'm talking about my feelings, and they are the ones that are going to tell me what my feelings is.
We handle your feelings, okay? This was a really great show.
Man, don't live with any man before man.
Into the tintin days, we shouldn't live with anybody.
No,
it's not.
We should wait till they pay the bride price.
It does not benefit
especially African woman.
Yeah,
remember that. Remember your value. So like everything was a great show, and one thing we'll take from it: when the head is gone, the tail is misled, ladies.
Yes,
let's keep that everybody, let's keep that in mind. When the head is gone, the tail is misled. Thank you guys so much for a great show. Thank you, Big Mike. Thank you, Kumasi. Yes. It was a really, really great show. If I don't end it, we'll keep it going. But yes, thank you guys. Thank you, Chevy, for producing today's show. Don't forget to hit the and share button if you're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We appreciate you guys. I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.